My faith has been traveling with me whether I'm at church or at class or wherever I'm going. So before all of our dances, like whenever we perform or go through big things, the main thing I do is pray whenever I'm anxious or anything like that. I find a lot of comfort and peace after prayer. And so I usually pray whether it's whether it's like backstage or just like in the dressing room. And my teammates start to realize that I'm distance myself and I close my eyes and I bow my head. And they all ask recently to keep on praying and to lead prayers before we go on. And I find that very special because to have people see God through me is a true blessing and something that I find very important to carry on throughout my life because it can change others. And so it's something that we do. Yeah.
So God's using you just in your own walk of faith in a place that's not typically a faith place, and then it's inspiring others. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Anybody else that God's using for a youth group or anything like that? What's it? Are you bidding?
Well, to kind of like piggyback on what Grace said is, who was here for Andrew Cannon when he came through to talk about, evangelism and stuff like that? Remember how we did the text thing and stuff? I just want to encourage people because I think, to Grace's point, people think sharing their faith is like this like it's got to be like a certain way. You know what I mean? And a lot of it is God places you right where you're at. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I got to go to the mission field or anything like that. It's just really just living your life no matter where you are, whether it's dance, school, wherever you go. And a quick, cool testimony is this guy I met through jiu-jitsu. He was really going through a struggling time, and he was actually moving already. And I just started to minister to him, just, tell him about my life. And it wasn't anything like, oh, receive Jesus now, and like beating him over the head with it. It was really just, at jiu-jitsu. We're like wrestling each other, and then something came up, and you just start talking about life. And he was, like I said, he was moving a month later. Came to church one time, and me and another pastor friend of mine, Ryan, met him at my coffee shop, talked to him for about an hour or so, and then he moved 2 weeks later. And I reached out to him in December just to see how he's doing, and I haven't talked to him since, and he just randomly texted me Wednesday. He said, "What's up, Brian? Just wanted to check in with you and say hi. I've been praying for you and Ryan, and I've been meaning to reach out. I'm grateful for y'all's guidance, and I'm grateful for your friendship." So I said, let's go. I really appreciate that. I miss you, buddy. I said, so glad you're doing well. Maybe me and Ryan can hop on a call and check up. He goes, I'd love that. You planted that seed in me, and now I can confidently say this is the most on fire for Jesus I've been in my life, and it feels great. It's the first time where even when I'm down, I have the bright light to walk towards. So it's nothing about you. I didn't do anything great or significant. I didn't preach this powerful word or anything. I just was living my life. So a lot of times it's a word of encouragement. Don't discount the small little minuscule things of just telling people Jesus loves them or just living your faith out loud in front of them, how much that impacts people. It's actually easier than you think. So I just hope that, encourages people to do that more often.
Let's go, man. All right, anybody else with the drummer?
So this is kind of like Grace's. It's kind of the opposite. It's kind of the opposite though. I was at my best friend's dinner, like party thing. She had a couple more of her friends with her, and we were playing this. I don't know if you guys know what the imposter game is, when you all know a word, one person doesn't know the word. You do hints to figure it out, and the word was donkey. Or no, it wasn't. What was it? Goat. It was goat. And I was telling my friends, I was like, okay, if you get this, you get this. If you don't, you don't. But devil, do you get it? Because like that's the animal that represents, you know, the devil. And the girl, what? No, the girl who was the imposter, she was like, oh yeah, no, I wouldn't have gone that. Like, no way. I don't really do all of that Bible, like Christian stuff. And usually, I'm the first person to, like, you know, pray for my friends. I'm the first person to sneak God into any conversation between my friends. So when I heard that, like, I lit up. I was like, oh, really? And it kind of hurt my heart a little bit because I usually feel like this big conviction in my heart is like, I'm going to tell. I get to preach the gospel. Like, I'm always very fired up to do so. And I felt like God was telling me, he was like, no, I'm saving her for later. Like, this isn't for you to do. And this is the first time that I've ever not taken that opportunity. And over the past couple of weeks, God's kind of like been telling me that our purpose in life isn't for us. When we decide to follow Jesus, we're saying we're giving our life to him, and it's his to do with whatever he wants or needs us to do. So whether that's saying something, whether that's not saying something as bad as I wanted to, it's
And that's a hard place problem.
it was, and it humbled me in a way because I love that feeling after I tell somebody about God. I was like, yes, I definitely led them to God. I definitely did my part. So when I didn't get to do my part, it kind of humbled me a little bit, and I realized that, and I felt like relieved at the same time, how small we really are in God's big plan, but helpful at the same time. And yeah, so just be humble, do what God tells you to do, whether you like it or not.
Anybody else? I don't want to put the mic down. I want to make room for you. You may feel it like welling up on the inside that you need to give God glory for something he's doing. Before I move forward, anybody? Going once. Let's go. Give it up. Give it up for Steve. He's bold.
Well, I've been praying for a new job.
All the jobs.
Basically, he helped me. Like, I was praying on a new job. I basically had the job, but then